my spiritual masters, of who Srila Bhaktivinoda Thakur is one of the outstanding broad-minded philosophers. What he has given to us is the revolution of understanding Vedic knowledge, considering Western achievements. You see, the Western world, in its development, has also had some achievements. And those achievements make the Western people very proud. This is one of the dangers of achievements. That's why it says the pride comes before the fall. When you're going very high, oh, I'm so high, then the fall comes. So, the Western achievements, what are they? That's a good thing to think about. What are the Western achievements? I'm talking about Europe, maybe a little bit America. America has achieved military dominance of the world. Is that really an achievement? Leave it aside, but they have achieved that more than ever before, because the British Empire had also a dominance over the world, militarily speaking, but even they didn't know what was going on in this place or in that place, because there was no communication. Nowadays, in the days of satellite communication and the military dominance of the United States and Russia also is so high that we are all supposed to be fearful and says, okay, tell us what to do. We'll do what you say. That's what they would like. What else the West has achieved? They have achieved mystic powers, cities, through technology. You know, in India, Lagima, Anima, so many types of mystic powers can be obtained by a yogi. So the Western world didn't go the yoga way. They went the way of science. So they can fly in the air. So they can drill holes in the ground and go in there. They even can take submarines and go down 1,000, 2,000 meters under the water. Unbelievable. But they have accomplished that. They have also accomplished incredible constructions. Of course, they are not that amazing because old cultures were great in construction. Tanjore, for example, modern scientists cannot figure out how Tanjore was made, having a block of 200 tons on top of the temple, no, 40 tons, I think. One block carved of 40 tons on top of a temple. Nobody can figure out how did they get that block up there. So the old cultures were very good in construction. They made pyramids in Mexico. They made cities on mountains in Machu Picchu in Peru. They made tunnels and big networks under the earth in Turkey. Here and there, the human beings have been big engineers and constructors. So now we have skyscrapers. We have the very modern style buildings. So it is an achievement, but of course, when it starts getting old, it becomes a big problem. That's why they have invented a system It's called organized destruction. Like when you have a big building, like 50 floors, 70 floors, there's a system with explosives. If you launch the explosive, the whole thing comes down. So while they made this big skyscraper, they already had to find a way how to get rid of it by explosives. As a matter of fact, when the 9/11 took place, then it was seen that actually these buildings came down by their explosives and not by the airplanes who flew into them. So that's a separate subject, but unfortunately it tells us that the whole United States government is a big cheating operation, who is cheating the people just to get a justification to enter into war with Iraq for their interest for petroleum. Not so. This world dominance is not a nice thing. We are not really happy about it. It is more trouble making than anything good. Anyhow, the achievements, the accomplishments of the West also have been a social system, a social justice system. But even that is very, very complicated, and you may say, to a certain degree, it doesn't work. The best social justice system is family. In family, we look after each other, because that's family. But the Western civilization has destroyed the family. And now they want to offer government support for the women without husband and children. They want to give government support to the sick people who are so depressed they cannot go for work. Then they get a license. Okay, this guy is too crazy. Let's give him money so that he don't disturb. So this kind of justice system, even very questionable, is the so-called health system. Having hospitals everywhere, high machinery in the health system, but then our society is making people sick like never before. All the poisons in the environment, they are creating so many diseases. Then unfortunately it looks like that health has become nothing but a business. And so it's not very nice, no? So what are the Western achievements against the old Daivik Varn Ashram achievements, the Sanatan Dharma achievements? It's rather dangerous. And if we see how the Western society is capturing our attention, internet, television, number one. Now, WhatsApp. Actually, WhatsApp has become more powerful than internet and television. You can even send each other movie, no, within 1 minute. So it's very, these things have been mesmerizing. They are like almost like hypnotizing, no? You cannot stop looking. Like if you are sitting here and the television screen is running there, everybody's head goes. It's like magic, you know. You have to all these colors and images changing there, no? And nowadays in this television screen, they don't give one information. Down there is one information, on the side is an information, on the corner is an information, and the movie is going on, and you're seeing all these things. I mean, you gotta be crazy. They are forcing you for mental multitasking just by watching the television. And those who have studied multitasking, they know that this gives too much strain to the brain. No, here you're listening to this and then you see, oh, they killed the president. What? And it's the climate is 31 degrees and all that on one screen. I mean, and they call it intelligent television. Intelligence means to not have one of those. that is the intelligent television. So, altogether, we have to work very hard to understand that our Western civilization has produced things which are more problematic than enriching. If we understand this, you see, this is the one clear sentence. Modern civilization has become more problematic than it is enriching us. Then we start thinking, wow, and what do we lose? When we go to the modernization of life, what do we lose? Well, we lose many things. And that is one of the things which we here in Vrindavan like to preserve. That's why we follow the culture, the beautiful Braj culture of Lord Krishna, who was a great example of Go-Raksha, cow protection. He was a great example of healthy agriculture, which Basis, they were very happy, they had everything they needed. He was a great example of beauty. Everything is beautiful in Braj. This is because he's satyam-shivam-sundaram, so it's beautiful. So it's based on the truth, it's based on auspiciousness, and it is based on beauty. And that is Krishna's Akila Rasamrita Murti. He personifies all the rasas, all the sweet degrees of taste. What are they? Shantaras. Shantaras is the appreciation of the mountain, the trees, the waterfall, the dust. When you go to the Yamuna and you touch this sand, it is like cream. It is so soft. And when the light shines on it, it gives like an effulgence, because there's so many crystals inside there in the sand. Shantaras means to appreciate the nature, fruits and vegetables. You appreciate a fresh breeze. You appreciate a sun ray coming over the mountain. Shantaras means appreciation. And when you see the sun and the moon and you think about Bhumi Mata, you become very devotional. You become very, what you call it, something like, you become like in the mood of Aishwarya, reverential. You become reverential. Oh sun, oh moon, oh earth. So this is Shantaras. Then there's Dasyaras. Dasyaras is the appreciation of being useful. Oh. The appreciation of giving service. Because we are all dasas and dasis. But sometimes we don't want to be dasa and dasi, we want to be served. But the appreciation of the Krishna happiness, Akila Rasamrita Murti, is the personification of all the happiness in the rasa. It is wonderful to do service. It's wonderful to cook for the devotees. It's wonderful to clean the temple. It's wonderful to make dresses for the deities. It is wonderful to make a nice temple. It's wonderful to grow a nice, like for the devotee, working in the fields is making a botanical garden. The place where you grow your sabjis and all that, that is like your heaven. And you know all the plants. Oh, I planted some over there, this is over there. And you know your garden. And you know, this one will be ripe in June. This one will come in October. So you know everything, you know your garden. It's like a whole life science. Today we see 100-kilometer monoculture, only made with big machines. There's not one tree. It is not healthy, it's not nice. There's no beauty in it. The only beautiful thing is maybe it's green, but it's full of poison. So it's not. So the Shantaras, the Dasya Ras means to become a servant. So you want to serve. The farmer is a servant. The Vaishya is also a servant. He's serving the cows. He's serving the community by providing what they need. The Kshatriya is also a servant. He has to make sure everything is honest and nicely organized. And the Brahmin, he's also a servant. He's always ready. Who needs some help? Who needs some help? I'm always ready to give some Brahminical guidance. So in this way, Brahmins are very wonderful people. And higher than a Brahmin is a Vaishnava. Why? Because a Vaishnava is surrendered to God. A Brahmin, he may still be studying karma kanda, many sciences in the world here, but the Vaishnava, he don't want to be part of this world, he just wants to go to the divine world. So, this is the reality of our life, that we need to do service. But are we happy to do this service? In Krishna's service, service is joy. In Krishna's service, service is happiness. Everybody is happy when Krishna is served. And we like, for example, private property. Is a temple a private property? No. A temple is a public place. So every devotee is welcomed. And those who want to find out what is devotion is also welcome. So if I spend money in a temple, I'm actually spending it for the society. If I'm making a temple beautiful, this is a service not just for me, but it is for everybody. So therefore, in the Vedic society, the opulence is put in the temple. For the personal life, we have simple cottages. Very simple cottages. We don't need that everybody builds a palace. The personal private palaces, they are not very interesting. Anyhow, so service in Krishna is very beautiful and welcome. Then the next ras is Shakya ras. Shakya ras is friendship. Now our relationship is becoming so substantial. Now you are my friend. Like in spiritual life, we have friendship. God brothers, God sisters, there's friendship. So we have to work so hard to make this friendship work. So friendship is a commitment, but it's not an obliged commitment. It is a heart commitment. Friendship is made on the heart, it's not made in the mind. I like you because you belong to Krishna, so I like you. A devotee, he likes everybody. It's true. A devotee even likes a crocodile. That's why a devotee will never kill a crocodile to make shoe from his leather. Devotee will not. But if you're not a devotee, oh, you see crocodile, let us make shoe and handbag. I have a crocodile handbag. No compassion. That's a material world. Huh? You see, totally different. So a devotee also likes crocodile, but crocodiles stay in the water there. So, in this way, in Shakya Ras, we feeling very happy. Shakya Ras is just happiness. Friendship is just happiness. What else? Why you should have friends if they don't produce happiness? So, by the Krishna Ras, Krishna Shakas, they are so happy. They're feeling so fortunate and working. The Shakas, they also work, but they never feel that they're working. When you do something in friendship for a friend, you don't feel, oh, I've worked for you. No. If the friend needs some help, you jump there and help and work with him. And that is what you do for friends. Then the next rasa is Vatsalya Ras. Vatsalya Ras is in Krishna consciousness. Vatsalya Ras means the love of Yashoda Maya Nanda Baba for Krishna. They are the pinnacle of the expression of Vatsalya Ras. But the other elder Gopas and Gopis, they also feel Vatsalya Ras for Krishna. So Vatsalya Ras means I want to protect you. Friendship is you just buddies and you're doing all things together. But Vatsalya is, hey, you need my help. I see you need my help. Come here, I'll help you. What is you need? So like for example, we hear in a relationship with Krishna through the spiritual master, there is Dasyaras, Shantaras, Dasyaras, Shakyaras, and some Vatsalya Ras is also there. What is not there is the highest Ras. The highest Ras is Madhurya Ras. Madhurya Ras is explained as Krishna's own realm. He's Madhuram, 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 Madhuram. Krishna's Madhurya Ras, it is full of sweetness. And means that he can love the whole world. All souls there, his gopis and Lakshmis in a way. They all belong to him, and everything he does to make them happy, that is the most wonderful, the greatest thing. And in the Madhurya Ras, especially in the Ras Leela, you see there, in the Ras Leela, Krishna is the center, but everybody's dancing with Krishna. Everybody feels Krishna's with me. But the beauty of the Madhurya Ras, that has been explained by the great acharyas. That is what Prabhupada gave to us. Such a wonderful thing, a concept of happiness in Braj. It's all these wonderful. We can aspire, our soul can aspire for an eternal loving relationship with God. And how do you manifest that? By Shakya, Dasya, Vatsalya, service to the deity, service to the land, service to your friends, to your God brothers, God sisters, service to the ignorant by helping them, giving them knowledge. So, all these rasas in Krishna's service, they personify joy. Anandam Udivardhanam Pratipatam, or Satchit Ananda Vigraha. Krishna is also called the personification of Satchit Ananda. He's eternal, he's full of knowledge, and he's full of bliss. That is his personification, bliss, Ananda. He's the Ananda Murti. He's the Nityananda, the eternal bliss. That's in Krishna. And that's what he welcomes us. He welcomes us for. He lets us know, hey, come to my land of love. In my land of love, you will find everything you can imagine, which is so fortunate, so good for you. Why you stay in the world of hate, lust, envy, jealousness, confusion, avidya, ignorance? Why you want to stay there? Come to the land of love. Come over here. Here we can dance. Here we can chant. Here we can do service. That is Vrindavan. So people have no idea of what Vrindavan is. They think, oh, Vrindavan is some place somewhere. Maybe I buy a ticket and I go there. Physically you can visit Vrindavan, but doesn't mean you reach here spiritually. Many people come here to just go to Loy Bazaar and buy something and go back. And they say, I was in Vrindavan. Did you go to the temple? Yes, I also went to Banki Vihar. And what else did you do? Oh, did you listen to any lecture? No. So you didn't take the advantage of the real Vrindavan. The real Vrindavan is a place of spiritual transformation. Everything becomes transformed there to the greatest of all expectations. More than you can desire, more than you can imagine. That is Vrindavan. So if you want to get Krishna's mercy, then you should come to Vrindavan. But you can also go to Vrindavan staying in your home. Because Vrindavan is not limited, not confined by the physical space of Vrindavan. Vrindavan is a state of consciousness. So the Krishna Samhita is explaining that so wonderful, how Vrindavan can influence your life. How you can make sure that your life will be transformed by Vrindavan, and how the joy and the happiness of Vrindavan will go to you. So I will read something here. Yesham ragodita Krishne Shraddhava vimalodita Tesham acharanam shudam sarvatra paridrishyate. We are now describing the characteristics of Krishna's devotees who are in the mood of Vraja. The characteristics of those who have awakened raga, of faith in the form of purva raga, is always pure and faultless. At this juncture, we need to consider the signs of raga or attachment. The thread of bondage between the heart and its repository is called priti. The portion of the thread of bondage that binds the repository is called the sense of pleasure. The portion of the thread of bondage that binds the heart is called raga. The symptom of a living entity's pure spiritual attachment and a living entity's impure material attachments are similar in terms of the relationship between the heart and its repository. When attachment first begins to manifest, it is known as faith. The characteristics of both persons with faith and persons with attachments are pure. Very high spiritual knowledge.